Hi, everyone. Welcome to Career Conversations, Episode 3. Today, we have with us Kristina Lee, Director, IT Division at Impact Recruitment, a recruitment agency in Vancouver. Kristina is going to be answering questions on how to successfully apply for jobs during the pandemic. Hi, Kristina. It's really nice to have you.
Hi, thanks for having me here too.
So, our first question is, do you have any tips for virtual interviews?
I do. This is probably going to be a long answer, but test your equipment, your sound, your lighting, your internet speed, and your environment. Just think about, will there be background noise? Will there be people or objects moving behind you? Do you have a virtual background on? Not like, what I'm doing right now, but you'd be surprised at how loud a coffee machine is in the background, even when you have your headphones on, or how many times a camera doesn't work or lag. So if you're in a shared space, make sure that those around you know that, hey, I'm in an interview. Please don't tap me on the shoulder during this time, and always have a backup plan. So if your technology is not working, does the hiring team have your phone number so that they can reach you? But similar to in-person interviews, make sure you have your phone on silent, that your other monitors are off, and that, during your interview, you're 100% dedicated to the screen in front of you and the people that you are speaking to.
That's an amazing answer. The next question that we have for you is, what's the one thing that recruiters look for on resumes?
That's a good question. The obvious answer may be relevant experience, but for me personally, it's actually the format. Your resume is your first impression on paper. So make it neat, make it tidy, visually appealing. Don't try to cram everything in that first half of the first page, because you've heard resumes are skimmed in the first 10 seconds. Focus on your accomplishments, not your duties. And most importantly, make sure your resume reflects the type of role that you're applying for. Sometimes, we write our resumes, we can get very attached to them because it's your creation, but it's always good to get a second opinion as well.
What's the best way to show off your soft skills to employers?
I think a lot of times when we talk about soft skills, we talk about communication. We see it on every resume, we see it on every job description. So what does it actually mean? In a virtual interview, it means active listening and the ability to articulate your answers. Sometimes we can go into a lot of details to explain our process, and in doing that, we get lost in translation and we lose our point and our purpose. So prepare for your interviews, go in with questions, and do your best to show the company that you're interested in them through your communication skills.
How can one best utilize work search websites?
I actually really like this question. So work search websites, use them, keep track of where you've applied, when you applied, and what the end result is. The reason for this is you want to be in control of your resume. So if you've applied for the same job on 3 different websites, hiring managers may think that you've essentially applied for everything and it's a numbers game. So keep track of where you've applied and make sure you're writing reasons why you're interested in that company, why you're suited for the role. A little research can help too. So after you've applied for it, keep your LinkedIn up to date. If you can find the hiring manager on LinkedIn, you can also send them a note saying, I'm really interested in this position. This is what I like about your company. I hope to hear back from you. You'd be surprised how rare that is.
Thank you, Kristina. That's amazing advice. We just have one last question for you. If there's one thing you want to say to students or viewers, what would it be?
I have 2 things I'm going to say. So the first one is, remember that interviews are a 2-way conversation. As much as you're there for the company to get to know you, it's also an opportunity for you to get to know the company and ask questions. That said, be confident and go in with your best foot forward. The second piece of advice I have is actually one of my favorite quotes from Richard Branson. And that's, if someone offers you an amazing opportunity, but you're not sure you can do it, say yes. Then learn how to do it later, because there's obviously a reason why someone has given you this opportunity. So believe in yourself, have confidence, and you're going to have an amazing career.
So Thank you so much, Kristina. Thank you so much for your amazing answers.
Thanks for having me. Bye-bye.